Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. I'm so tongue-tied. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, or good night. And wherever you are and whoever you are, and from whatever device that you may be watching from, hi. We are in Genesis chapter 13. This is Abram and Lot separate. So let's get started. So Abram went up from Egypt to Negev with his wife and everything he had, and Lot went with him. Abram had become very wealthy in livestock and in silver and gold. So Negev is a vast desert in southern Israel. I was super confused when I first read this. No idea what Negev was, and it mentions it later on. I was so confused. So it is a ginormous desert. From the Negev, he went from place to place until he came to Bethel, to the place between Bethel and Ai, where his tent had been earlier, where he had first built an altar. There, Abram called on the name of the Lord. Now Lot, who was moving about with Abram, also had flocks and herds in tent, but the land could not support them while they stayed together, for their possessions were so great that they were not able to stay together. And quarreling arose between Abram's herders and Lot's. So, back in this time, when it's not as simple as if you're moving today. You pack all your stuff up in a giant U-Haul, you hop in the family car, and you go to wherever it is that you're moving. No. You had Abram and Sarai. They owned camels and cattle and sheep. They have herds of animals with them. Well, the animals have to be taken care of too. So then they also have servants. And camel, and a lot of mouths to feed, if you think about it. Because he did just get hundreds of stuff from Egypt, hundreds of animals. And then he also has silver and gold, and he has tents to carry around, all sorts of things. So that's a lot of help. Well, then he also has Lot with him, and Lot has his own possessions. So Lot has his own herds of animals, and he has his own servants. And again, we are in a desert. I don't know about you, but I don't want to eat dirt for dinner. So the section that they come to has greens that these animals can eat. It has food and it has water, but it is not enough to support this massive amount of animals that belongs to Lot and his servants, and then this massive amount of animals that belongs to Abram and Sarai and their servants. So Abram said to Lot, "Let's not have any quarreling between you and me, or between your herders and mine, for we are a close relative. Is not the whole land before you? Let's part company. If you go to the left, I'll go to the right. But if you go to the right, I'll go to the left." Lot looked around and saw that the whole plain of Jordan toward Zoar was well watered, like the garden of the Lord in the land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose for himself the whole plain of Jordan and set out towards the east. Abram lived in the land of Canaan, while Lot lived among the cities of the plain and pitched his tents near Sodom. Now, the people of Sodom were wicked and were sinning greatly against the Lord. The Lord said to Abram after Lot had parted from him, "Look around from where you are, to the north, to the south, to the east, to the west. All the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever. I will make your offspring like the dust in the earth, so that if anyone could count the dust, then your offspring can be counted. Go walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I am giving it to you." So Abram went to live near the great trees at Hebron, where he pitched his tents, and there he built an altar to the Lord. So that is Genesis chapter 13. I like that story a lot too. So we know that Negev is a ginormous desert, right? And lots of animals parted ways. So, a little foreshadowing is in the section where it says that the people of Sodom were very wicked. Well, that's where Lot is. He's pretty close to it. So here's Sodom, right? Here's Lot's tent. And I don't think some good stuff's gonna happen in the next chapter, but we'll find out soon. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought. What was I doing? What was I doing? It's prayer time. It's a prayer time. That's what I'm doing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's prayer time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna pray this time. Dear Heavenly Father, my prayer tonight is for the person on the other side of this screen, that they will feel your presence, Lord, that they will understand that they are loved and that they are worthy of love and that they are amazing individuals. I also pray tonight that you would help each and every one of us to be like a little more like Abram, that when there is a problem in front of us or when we are having an issue with a sibling or a parent or just anyone, that instead of quarreling or bickering, that we look at the problem and we can find a simple yet effective solution. In your precious name I pray, amen. So, my ring light's bright. Oh goodness. So, that was Genesis chapter 13. That was Genesis chapter 13. I will see you guys Sunday. Well, I won't see you guys, but y'all will see me Sunday for Genesis chapter 14. Bye!